Not to make Zelda bad, mind you.
I mean, her 13-frame grab.
Yeah, but a lot of what makes her the worst is what makes Falco the best. So I just don't think these two characters react well at all. Falco has so many really strong, high-priority, good frame data moves. Zelda, besides that, which is pretty cool, I'm sure.
I mean, yeah, you're going to have neutral B as an exchange for beating lasers, but neutral B seems to me to be pretty punishable.
Yeah.
And there's the situation, like, Squid can actually go for really high dares on shield and never be punished because Zelda's grab is too bad.
Yeah.
So, well, ManaLord is basically given himself a puzzle. He has to figure out how to best overcome that.
It's a puzzle that will be best solved with back air and forward air.
Yeah.
And probably a Hail Mary grab, because her grab game is actually not bad against spacies. But,
yeah. I cannot
getting
believe
that grab pretty hard.
I actually cannot believe that we're seeing Zelda.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's see that trade.
Yoshi's, though, is going to definitely come to his help. He really doesn't need to win that many exchanges to kill.
He's got 2 knees. He has a knee.
Yeah, and they stay out independently is actually really important. So they generally stay decently fresh, which means they continue to kill.
But the question is, Squid, how long does it take for him to properly adapt? You know, Falco wants to be such a horizontal character that then brings you vertical. He has to penetrate that space, and Mana so far is being pretty good at protecting that space with these back airs.
Actually, Mana has done a really, really good job winning neutral in what many would say is some of the hardest neutral game to play. That's a stock.
Yeah, that's clean. Squid composes.
ManaLord looking like maybe he should be considered the best Zelda in the world. Maybe.
And it definitely is worth noting that as a premierly known for his Falco, kind of moving away from it lately, but still a lot of Falco knowledge.
Yeah, the old man Falco.
Yeah, he knows a lot about what Squid wants.
Yeah, that's actually very fair. He probably has a lot of knowledge about this matchup.
Maybe not necessarily.
Did they play earlier? Who did Squid originally lose? No, he lost to.
Squid lost to not No Q. Sorry.
Maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, and then ManaLord actually beat Maybe with Zelda.
Yes.
So by Inui logic, ManaLord has already beaten Squid today.
Yeah, we don't even have to play this.
It's exhibition now. No.
But that was such a different matchup, you know, maybe a Peach player. This is
how
did ManaLord deal with a fast faller.
So honestly, it's really interesting what Squid is. Squid has sort of been like, oh well, I just need to go up and down because like this Zelda is literally poked at this exact height.
Yeah.
And now it's sort of become like can ManaLord time his moves around? Wow, all those aerials.
Yeah, you can see that is a pretty decent move. It's just it's such a small hitbox, and at the same time, there's clear weaknesses to it.
Yeah.
Squid goes in from above. Squid gets him from behind. I mean, underneath rather. It's just what do you do? Your up air is supremely slow. Your down air is supremely bad.
Ooh, he's dead. Ooh, no, he could have been very. That was a very scary situation because he expended his double jump and then got towed.
Yeah, Zelda, the tiniest bit beefy, you know, like middle beefiness, can live a little bit.
Ooh, phantom hits, not...
Yeah, we don't like those. That is collusion.
I forget who I was watching earlier where they got four phantom up airs, but yeah, wow.
Zelda's down smash, one of the strangest moves in the game. Oh, okay. 20%, can you imagine?
Yeah, I know.
That's a strong move.
I think there are 2 sweet spots actually, and so to hit the, because there's like 2 electrical hits of it. I could be mistaken, I don't have that much Zelda knowledge, but I think there's like a hit that does 13% and there's a hit that does 20, and the 20% hit is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's meaty.
It's ridiculous how strong it is.
Oh!
my god! No!
I thought he whiffed the free kill.
I thought he missed his opportunity to grab the ledge. There was no way that we were gonna see. When was the last time you saw a Zelda down air kill anybody? Let alone a Mayum. Yeah, not only that, but a Mayum top 100 player getting killed by a Zelda down air. That's an interesting thing you don't get to see very often.
You don't start canceling Zelda down air until like rank 40 or so.
Yeah, that's advanced technology. Wow. And ManaLord takes game 1.
ManaLord with game 1. And
with Zelda.
The key thing we saw there was...
And he's sticking with Zelda on FD. What is happening?
Well, there were so many trades that last game. Squid needs to get combos. All he's doing is trading hit for hit.
Yeah.
And 20% per hit from ManaLord, that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, you need to be getting those combos.
That is what. Oh my gosh. All right. Right back into it. Squid sends a message, says, "Okay, that was hype and everything."
Yeah. Squid like, all right, I don't know, I don't have enough floating matchup experience, I guess, but I just need to start doing better.
Yeah, we're on FD now. I don't have to think about all these things.
ManaLord has gotten a lot of power shields. I guess Zelda does have a pretty good shield relative to a lot of characters for power shielding because she's very skinny, and that's actually one of the more important factors that for how good your power shield is.
And she has a good sized body as well, skinny but also a big person.
Yeah.
Oof. That's impressive timing though.
Yeah.
Squid Shield was a little bit small there, but he's managing to just put on pressure.
Yeah. Squid is sort of getting better at the anti-air game.
He shield DI'd that in, which is interesting.
Yeah, if he shield DI'd out, it would have been a pretty easy punish. Honestly, shield DI out. But honestly, even with shield DI in, he should be able to get that. Getting the Zelda's grab is sort of like a really fast Samus grab, in that because you can't really use it out of shield, it changes the nature of what people can do around your shield, and so they can feel pretty comfortable around your shield as long as they can't get towed.
Yeah, exactly.
Toe is basically Zelda's grab out of shield, and then grab sort of functions to, hey, you're shielding too much. But Zelda doesn't have very good grounded moves, so it just doesn't complete her kit as well.
Oh,
wow! That shine, showing how good, how little Shine's range is, just jumps away and fares.
But we did see there was a small period of time where Squid got underneath ManaLord, and it was a 40% clean combo.
Yeah.
That's what he really needs to be doing here. There's a very good safe zone and kind of like a little circle and then a pillar around Zelda.
Yeah. I wonder if Squid should be down tilting to punish these things. I mean,
Down
Zelda
tilt
is
is very
kind of
good.
light and pretty floaty. I feel like down tilt would be killing in these situations, and you can force a trade with it because Zelda doesn't really have that much mobility in the air.
Yeah, and
so
also
like down tilt there would have killed probably. But
there's also a lot of moves in Zelda's kit that get crouch canceled very effectively too.
yeah. Ooh, up smash. Up smash time anywhere? I'm so confused. I guess
It's another move that you can
SDI out of, yeah. Zelda pretty notoriously, I guess, affected by the SDI changes from 1.0 to 1.2.
Oh, jeez.
Squid is really running away with this game because of punishes.
Yeah, Squid is...
Mana hasn't really gotten any like pop-ups that really cause any damage. I feel like that up smash was like the only combo he got.
In some ways, it almost feels like he's kind of thrown this game away.
I almost feel like we're watching a Puff, like the way that he's playing it, like a Puff with a really, really fast back air, but no Tomahawk. Like Puff without Tomahawk sounds like a struggle.
And Puff without the threat of oh.
Oh my God! Oh, but it kills. Wow, that's 2 down air kills today.
Jesus, man. And that was the double down air. That was a double.
Yeah, the double dip. He would have lived honestly if it didn't trade.
Yeah. That was something. But like, there's no rest equivalent, and I think rest just the existence of rest brings so much.
Yeah, I mean it's sort of like toe is your rest that you get to hit in neutral over and over again.
Maybe not quite that.
Nah, I mean Zelda is basically as good as Puff.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, if Zelda had as complete of a toolkit as Puff. Yeah, I think chain grab is guaranteed though. I'm not sure why he didn't go for it. I guess he would have preferred the strong hit of back air and get him off stage.
I'm interested. I'm thinking about why he chose this stage. I guess just the smaller horizontal range.
Yeah.
He can't have Yoshi's again, so...
Yeah. Any stage that he can get, like, you know, he's basically just playing a neutral game with a really strong move over and over again, so basically as early as that can kill is as good as that's going to get.
Yeah, in many ways, the onus is on Squid to get the most out of his hits and just force ManaLord into just dying.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, ManaLord is kind of playing a bit of chess. He's trying to make the right decision and the right read all the time.
Yeah.
And that's really hard to do over 4 stocks.
Yeah, I think ManaLord is kind of Squid is getting better at chasing down Zelda in a lot of ways.
Yeah, that's what
kind of picking better angles. For Falco, it's a little bit harder to pick your angles. You only get like a high angle and a very, very vertical angle, but he's been pretty much picking the high angle now every time.
I think what separates good players from great players is definitely your adaptations. Can you figure out what's going wrong? And Squid's so far showing us that. Lost game 1, brought it right back, head here.
Yeah, he's definitely adapted around Zelda's attack range.
Yeah, I think it's going to just naturally be harder for ManaLord to adapt back because there's not too much.
It's a limited character.
Yeah. Like your option pool is more of like an option.
Yeah, ultimately this would be the kind of pick that would work at maybe one tournament if it did work, because it's once you watch the set now, you're just like, okay, well I can just do this to set up kills and.
Yeah.
Another grab, chain grab. Oh, the DI mix-up. He was really. I'm not sure what Squid thought he was gonna do, but
gives us the odd nuts. Oh yeah, he's. Ouch.
That was like the first Zelda combo we've seen, I think, all set.
That's the rare Zelda combo.
Yeah.
Please, everyone, note here, April 22nd, Zelda combo.
I know that Zelda's dash attack is actually quite good at comboing, but it doesn't have the range or the priority that Peach's has, so it's not something you can use the same way. Yeah, it's not just like a free neutral win every now and again.
Zelda did not get as much love from Sakurai as Peach did.
Ooh, and ManaLord goes down 2-1.
Yeah, that was awkward. That was an uncomfortable moment.
So I wonder if he's going to ride or die Zelda, maybe go Puff, maybe go Falco. I feel like he just doesn't feel confident in the Falco Ditto, doesn't feel like his Falco's up to stuff.
Well, we did get evidence that, okay. We're gonna stay with it. We did get evidence that he can do the chain grab.
Yeah.
He did it quite well.
Ooh, wow,
yeah, that's
9 damage. What the heck? Oh, it hit.
Yeah, not actually.
Those side B lasers from full screen are actually really, really dangerous because Zelda's if it's Zelda times her neutral B correctly, it'll reflect both, and then that laser is whopping like 16 damage.
Okay, what do we got?
Ooh, Squid got underneath him, and that's a stock.
Oh
wow, Zelda's recovery a little bit better than I thought it was.
Yeah, just a smidge. Okay. Yeah, it's just so hard for ManaLord right now.
Yeah. I saw Squid start up or do a down tilt after that laser. Maybe he's ready to bring that into his gameplay.
Yeah, definitely underexplored right now. That's a really good kill option. ManaLord almost asleep at the wheel there.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
He remembered.
And it's pretty consistent too.
Yeah, no, it's a very reliable kill setup, honestly, because it's got a pretty good frame data for reliable kill move like that.
I mean, even if it does have for Falco has pretty meh frame data, it's still very competitive against the Zelda.
Yeah, and ultimately you just need a move that can punish the landing.
That was atrocious DI.
Yeah, that is basically ManaLord sort of poking and hoping he can get him drifting down, holding back or drifting away.
Yeah, that's like the classic DI when you don't want to get hit by a move, so you're trying to get away from the move.
Yeah.
And then you get hit by the move.
Yeah, because kind of traditionally in Melee, when you hold in because you're approaching and you get hit, that's actually really bad. But in this matchup, if you get hit while trying to get away from Zelda, that's when she gets to kill you.
Yeah, she gets...
So it's when you get too close to Zelda,
double get out of there. And really, really classic good Falco stuff. You know, you tilt your body so you hit at the right point. Up air, not too good.
Definitely one of the worst moves in the game. I would go so far as to say.
Yeah, a move that takes that long and looks that.
Ooh, trades the dash attack and takes the stock? Question mark? Yeah, wow.
There we go.
I can't believe there's such little recovery on that back air that he was able to do a second back air that quickly. He actually covered a lot of options with Zelda from the ledge, which is kind of crazy.
Oh no, that was a moonwalk power shield on Zelda.
What are you doing, ManaLord? What are you doing?
You know, I don't think anybody watching this or anyone who watches this can say that ManaLord Zelda is not an actual practiced character.
No, I mean this is
clear, deep knowledge of this character's abilities.
I mean, this is doing well, honestly. It's really losing a few neutral exchanges. It's not like he's sort of making it look like it would be possible with Zelda,
which is something I don't think I'd ever say.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, it makes you really question when Zelda falls off, right? When any character really falls off.
Yeah.
Whoa, double shine. Double shine against a floaty. I mean, I guess he was.
He's in the sweet spot now. He's underneath. He's directly above. He's within that little circle.
Yeah.
That's where he needs to be.
Almost feels like he's fighting. I said it before. It's almost like he's using a game plan he'd use against Puff. He's sort of like a decent distance away, and whenever Puff can hit with a move, like whenever Puff could hit with a move, he's just sort of getting away and then going up above.
He could have ended it all there, but it looks like he's just going to wait a little bit. And that's it.
All right.
But ManaLord on the board. ManaLord on the board.
ManaLord getting 5th today. And now...
5th is very, very solid.
I alluded to it before. It's time for the Professor Pro KK Winners Finals.